What is one unwritten rule you think everyone should know and follow? Buy a plunger before you need a plunger. Don't mess up an apology with an excuse. T first, no matter what it is. P first. Don't ask for something if the person only has one left. Gum, cigarette, piece of cake, etc. Can I have your last kidney? Leave it in a better condition than you found it. If you borrow someone's car, fill up the tank before you return it. And make sure it's at least as clean as when you borrowed it. I once loaned my truck out to someone who needed to move a fridge. Fucker left his McDonald's trash all over the passenger floor. I no longer speak to him. Edit. To everyone say, I was a bit harsh, that wasn't the only reason. I no longer speak to this person. He also screwed a friend out of $2,000 and tried to get me into an MLM. So the stuff he left in my truck wasn't the only trash about him. Give people their personal space. Not everyone wants to snuggle a stranger. You can be wrong. It isn't a bad thing either. And when you are wrong, acknowledge it and learn from it. You don't need to dig down in your beliefs to try and comfort yourself because you can't handle not being right all the time. Alongside this, it's okay to change your mind. You don't have to stick with something just because you thought of it initially. You look much better when you can change your mind based on new information or reconsideration versus sticking to your guns just to avoid being wrong. A really good lesson I learned way back is that being wrong doesn't feel bad. Finding out you're wrong feels bad at least until you get used to it being okay. But being wrong feels exactly like being right. That moment when you're sure you're in the right and that other asshole is wrong, that other person likely feels the same way you do. And a lot of times you are that other asshole who is wrong, you just didn't notice yet. Never make fun of someone else's laugh, be it how they sound or how they look. Laughing is the most natural expression of joy and happiness, and for someone to feel self-conscious about that because of others' comments is so brutal. If someone asks you a question, finish what you're saying with, "What about you?" Enjoy noticing how many people actually don't do this. Do you know how fast you were going? Do you plead guilty? If you have to cancel on a friend, it should be your responsibility to reschedule. If you cancel and don't reschedule, it's often assumed you canceled it not because you were busy, but because you just didn't care enough about that friend. Rescheduling lets them know you do still want to maintain the friendship, though if you're good friends this doesn't apply as much. It's more for mostly friends. Never pass up the chance to take a shit. Learned this in the Royal Navy. Never turn down the chance to eat, shit, or sleep because there are times when you might not be able to do any of them for an extended period. Be kind to strangers even if you're having a hard time. Don't leave your shopping cart in the middle of the grocery aisle. For real, people have no concept of space. This is a doorway. Let me just stand right here in the center. The grocery store I go to recently remodeled and the aisles are basically wide enough for two carts to pass. And fuckers just hold up in the center while scanning rows and rows of chips. When driving a car, don't be nice, be predictable. People being nice leads to a shitload of accidents. Edit. Well, thank you strangers for the medals. First gold and platinum for sure. Just wanted to share this unwritten rule. Be kind to people that are working, food staff, medical staff, etc. Don't take your bad day out on someone else. Edit. Thanks for the silver kind stranger. Turn on your headlights when it's snowing. I'm talking to you asshole with the white truck. Don't look through the fucking gap of bathroom stalls. Edit. Thanks for the gold stranger. Worst thing is when it's eye contact between you and the person. Do not swipe left or right if someone shows you a photo on their phone. I purposely look away while someone is searching for the photo they want to show me. I once accidentally showed my boss a photo of me in my underwear. Luckily, it was my last day on the job, and I just made hard eye contact and told him he saw nothing and will never speak of this. Not pointing out flaws in someone's physical appearance. Don't put your music on speakers when in a public space. It's not like everyone wants the same genre or was in the mood for music. Get your headphones. The probability of meeting someone you know increases dramatically when you are with someone you don't want to be seen with. Don't do it. This how my ex got caught cheating on me. Was in another state for work. Started dating a girl he met in a club. Ran into his cousin, who he did not realize worked in that city. Cousin happened to be the girl's coworker. I am thankful for that weird coincidence. She was not the first and wasn't the last he continued to cheat on her. After they married, almost wish I had been there to see the cheating ex's face. Don't let friends drive drunk. Maybe offer to get an Uber or something for strangers, too, if you can. I think that's a written rule. Chew with your mouth closed. Shocks me how many adults I see chewing with their mouth open. Be self-aware. I mean, be aware of the space you occupy, of your movements, of where you are. Don't zigzag on sidewalks. Don't fill the entire width of the sidewalk. Be aware of your kid moving their arms like a helicopter. Don't stop in your tracks to check the fucking phone. Walk slower, or step aside, but don't be that kind of person. Just be aware of your body and don't be a dummy. This applies to whole families too, and people in cars, in supermarket lanes, wherever. Went out to dinner with a group, only the person who ordered the least expensive meal. Combo of things can offer to split the check evenly. Your pee-pee hole is not suited for any sort of object. Do not stick anything in there for God's sake. Don't masturbate on a plane. Let people leave the tram, train, bus before you get on. I know you want to get home. We all do. Pregnant, elderly, infirm people get a seat before you. Even if have elbow tasked everyone despite having just arrived at the platform so you get your seat, especially if that seat is marked for those people. If you want to listen to music, use headphones and not your shitty phone speaker. Vaping is still considered smoking. Don't do it within 3 feet or the stop, platform, or on the vehicle. If you are pregnant and I'm staring at my phone with my headphones in and therefore didn't notice, tell me, as opposed to standing close by, sighing loudly, or making a passive-aggressive comment as I leave. Or that other person didn't notice or were concerned that you might not be pregnant and it might just be your body shape. All of this will help my commute. This one is specifically for doctors. While you are feeling my testicles or penis, do not talk to me, especially about my family, but really anything unrelated to medical stuff. I have 2. 1. Do not wear perfume or cologne if you're getting on an airplane. 2. Do not use speakerphone or play videos on your phone without headphones in public places, especially in public transit. One man gathers but another man spills. Don't look down upon anyone, as it could be your lot. Grateful Dead quote. If the cashier checking you out doesn't seem to want to talk and they are moving fast, don't think they're rude for not being chatty. Chances are they're just one of those people who are quiet when they're just in the zone, and forcing small talk on them will break that. Also, if you walk up to an employee on a phone texting or doing whatever, give them at least a few seconds to put their phone down before flipping out and ranting about lack of professionalism, because you never know what might be going on in that person's life outside of work, and just because they're on the clock, it doesn't give you the right to demand what they were texting about. Who the fuck would rant at someone working in a shop for being on their phone? Shit, I'm impressed they're even turning up for minimum wage. If someone tells you something they are excited about, but you have already heard about it or seen it, still act surprised, excited. They are probably showing you because they think you will enjoy it too. Never tell a woman she looks sick or tired when she doesn't have makeup on. Thanks for watching. Share your stories in the comments.